Hey everybody, it's Kevin. I'm out in the bush in my natural environment on this one. Me and Jace are going to go check out a few little things. One being a creek, the other one being an old trapper's cabin. And I figured I'd stop and do my intro somewhere along the way. And we found something kind of neat and cool, so I figured I'd do my intro right here. Check this bad boy out. Looks like an old bear skull, complete with spine. Now, I can look at the back end of the spinal cord here and you can see it's been cut. So this was an actually harvested animal. Somebody was out hunting and they got this guy. Unfortunately, one of the canine teeth are out of it already. And I don't know if I can find it over here. It'd be nice, but no. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Bear skull. And those are the chompers that'll get you, so think about that. This is just a little guy. A very small guy. Could have been more than 300 pounds. So we're going to trudge through this bush. It's not the easiest going, but it's not too bad. Down here there's tons of blueberries. That's blueberry season. And as you can tell, hunters must discard bones around here because they're everywhere. Which means we got to be aware of wildlife. And talk loudly. Whenever you're in the bush, talk loud. Let everybody and everything know you're in the hood. That's my best advice for you. I'm going to turn this thing off and I'm going to turn it back on when we get ahead here towards the creek. Bye. I'm going to try another hole, but before I do, I think I'm going to go put my rubber boots on just to make life a little easier on this poor old fella. I'm going to leave this gear here. I'm going to go back to the packs and maybe even have a sandwich, you know what I mean? Just put all the trouble and effort into making some sandwiches. This fella might as well eat some. It looks like the only other thing that gets around here is moose. Which is good, because I'd rather be following a moose game trail than a bear game trail. On our walk in, we ended up finding another lower jaw section. I believe it was from a canine. It looked like a coyote or a wolf. That was kind of neat. I didn't film it, obviously, because you guys would have seen it. But, yeah, back at the old boots. Time to put the old camera down and gear up. I think I found a reasonably good spot to cross the creek. Got to read the rocks here. It's a little shallower and a little faster. We got the metal detector, and I'm going to see what there is on the other side on this gravel bar here. And this is about the steepest spot here. I got about 3 inches left on my boot. There we go. Made it. Alright, time to turn this thing on and wander around and see if there's any zingers. If I find something, I'll turn this back on and let you guys know. Well, Jace, how'd you do panning?
Not good.
Yeah, I got the one little color, and I only did the one pan. And then I busted out the metal detector, went for a walk all the way onto this bar here, searched it thoroughly. Then I went on to the next bar up over there, searched it thoroughly. Not even a hot rock, nothing. Not a beep, not a zip. Oh, actually, there was a few beeps and zips. I'm wearing steel-toe boots. Yeah. So we're going to put all our gear away here, and we're going to go across the creek where I crossed up there, and we're going to get into this bush here, and we're going to see if we can find that old cabin. And then when we get to the cabin, we're going to bust out the metal detector and do some exploring, see if we can find any coins or... More than likely, it's going to be garbage, you know. It's about 90% of the time you find something that you don't want to bring back home with you. So, hopefully we get like 20 beeps and 2 good things. That's what I'm hoping. Well, we made it to the old cabin. This place is seen some better days, that's for sure. There's no bears in there. Gotta watch your step around here with all the logs and things. Not much has changed in here from the last time I looked at it. Roof's gotten in way worse shape though. Yeah, at least there ain't no wasps or anything like that kicking about. Yeah. I wonder if the batteries are still good in the radio. No. It's the old cabin. I wonder if we should even metal detect around here. This place is so overgrown and thick with stuff. It's hard to see what there is. Stuff scattered everywhere. Box of some kind. Oh, there's a state shovel here. That's a nice one. Not much left of the old cabin. The roof used to be way more intact. The bush here is really, really near impassable. Pretty thick. But we made it to the cabin. I don't even know if a fella would be able to walk around this damn thing. Gotta really watch your steps. There could be boards with old nails and such here. There's a snow shovel. Some buckets, 5-gallon buckets. And just a whole pile of Devil's Club, which is not very user friendly for walking through, I tell you that much. See the old lantern in here. Yeah. Old place seen better days. Oh, careful, Jace, careful. Survive. Little bar wrench for a chainsaw. The old axes. Yeah, pretty nasty. And drop this pack and see if I can climb in here and have a good look around. And so got pepper. Floor is still pretty solid. Got a jack, old lawn chairs. There's a jar of sugar or something. That's what it looks like. Old cast iron frying pan, tape measure. Old Coleman lantern. More cast iron back here. The old stove, it's all rotted away. Some of the firewood. Old trapper's bed. Fellow spent many nights in here by the looks of it. Did a good job building it a long time ago. Too bad the roof's starting to fall in on it. So yeah, I got a place for rent if anybody's interested. It's a beautiful spot. It's near Placer Creek. It's unstaked Placer Creek. So just shoot me a message and I'll hook you up with the rental information for this beautiful abode. Yeah. At least there ain't no wasp nest. But no gold panning equipment, no nothing, no signs, no remnants or anything. Just camp stove, and it's actually not in that bad shape, really. I don't know if that's a diesel heater or what. It's almost what it looks like. Yeah. But yeah. The old stove, that was one of the old pump ones too. Kind of neat. Looks like it's still pretty much intact. Still has fluid in it, for crying out loud. I bet you this thing would work too, you know. The old jar of sugar here. I'm pretty sure it's sugar. Glad it's still sealed up, or else there'd be a ton of insects in here. Yeah. Well, I'm sure this air isn't good for us to be breathing, so we should probably get the heck out of here. Sure, there's enough holes in the roof and there's a big hole in the doorway, but goddamn, the person was a patriot. Gotta love that. I wonder how long these have been here for. So much stuff that's old. You can hear the floorboards creaking underneath my foot. Bar file for a chainsaw. Yeah, pretty old countryside. You can see where the log used to extend out, and it's been, that's probably it right there on the ground. Got a little barbecue and a grill on this backside. We got a jar here which appears to be full of nails or something. Yeah, nails. Pretty neat stuff. I wonder if I can get around this way, around the Devil's Club. check out the backside. Ow, ow, ow. Devil club. Oh, watch out for that board with a nail on it. I want to step on that fella. It's pretty good on the backside. As you can tell by the buckets and the bedded down area. There's been a bear hanging around here. I wonder if they hibernate inside this den cabin. Wouldn't surprise me. It'd be a good place to snooze away for the winter. All sorts of things here, buckets and stuff. No black sands, no buckets of black sands anywhere though. So, you know, this guy was a legit fur trapper, not much of a miner. But then again, we don't have any significant signs of anything that would indicate the person was trapping or gold panning. No barbecue down here. Oh, frick! That was something evil to get around. Oh, bouncing my head off of logs and boards and yeah. A little coffee cup up there hanging by the handle. Must have filled up full of water and split in the winter. So I think we're gonna work our way back down to the creek. We're gonna go this way, I think, and then try to cross that log jam and maybe take a pan on a gravel bar if we can. But we made it to the cabin, so that's pretty good. That was what I was trying to get today, anyways. Yeah, it's nice to show people this local history. I believe this cabin was built by two brothers, the Jacksons, and that would have been back in the late 60s, early 70s. So this cabin is probably about 50 years old now, and it's on the Mugaha Creek, which is just north of Mackenzie, my beloved, beautiful hometown that I cherish so much. And yeah, Jason and I, we're gonna put the camera away and grab the backpacks and truck on out of here. We're gonna not take a damn thing out of here because it's mostly pretty sad. I think the only thing that'd be good out here would be a cast iron frying pan. You know, maybe the grill off the barbecue, you know, and the bar wrench for the chainsaw. No, that's about it. Oh, maybe even the Coleman stove. I bet you that little damn thing still works. So yeah, we're gonna fire this thing back up once we get down towards the creek, because it's just an example of the stuff we got to walk through. And I think we're gonna try to go over this way a ways and see if we can get into that creek, which is not going to be an easy task. It's not nice bush to be walking through. So, but at least we made it to the cabin. The GPS didn't let me down. We were able to cross in a good spot, not over the log jam, which is something that I was kind of surprised by. The creek is pretty low right now, so that's a bonus. But yeah, it's nice to see this little bit of history here and what's left of it, because it's not going to last much longer. I'd be surprised if the roof, you know, makes another 2 or 3 winters, if that. After that, this place is going to be gone back to Mother Nature pretty quick. It was really well built. They peeled all these logs off. They cleaned her up pretty good. They overhung their roof a good ways, so that way the water coming off the roof wouldn't rot out the bottom set of boards. I'm pretty sure they hauled gravel up from the creek to put down on the ground here. That way it would stay, the bottom logs would stay dry. Otherwise this thing would be a lot further in there than what it is. It was built with a chainsaw, that's obvious. And so that helps date the stuff. The stuff that's here, you know, that's vintage 80s. You know, good old General Electric radio, for crying out loud. The batteries didn't look a little newer, so that kind of makes me wonder if somebody's been actually out here or not. But this looks about the same from the last time I was here, so I don't think so. I'm gonna, like I say, we're gonna turn this thing off and we're gonna keep on trucking. Well, we hiked out of the cabin, made it back to the creek, and hiked all the way down to the ferocious log jam. Up there, way up there, you see where that cut bank is? That's basically where we gotta, that's our next destination, is where we gotta go. So, we got a bushwhack till we get up to there. But, we got a few holes here on this little bank and on this bar, and found some gold. Nothing worth writing home about, nothing worth slamming a stake in the ground for. So, just another nice, enjoyable day. I'm definitely going to be jamming on a sandwich before we hike up that hill, so I can use a little bit of calories and a nice little break. The sun is shining, the water's wet, life is good. I might just wrap this up when we get back to the vehicle. But I'm really enjoying this trip. It was a nice little way to kill a few hours in the afternoon. I'm glad I was able to show Jace the cabin. It's kind of neat seeing a little bit of local history there, because that goes back a long time. And it's also nice to look around and see if we can find any cool rocks. And didn't find any cool rocks with metal detector. I scoured this little bar here with metal detector too, and not a hit, not a zing, not a nothing. So yeah, that's where we're at in this process. This is quite the log jam. Holy smokes. It's amazing how much water goes through here when you think about how this is all pushed there by water. Pretty impressive. Alright, well, I'm going to turn this thing off and have me some food. Well, we made it back through the bush and had a pretty neat time on the way there, and even got us a little souvenir. So, overall, it was a pretty good trip. Found some gold. Found the cabin. Found a cool old bear skull. Yeah, not too shabby. Good times. Didn't come across any wildlife. Didn't lose a dog. Didn't trip. Didn't fall. Bonuses. So, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next week. I wonder what I'll be doing then. Bye.